Hi, my name is Yossi. We're back on another exciting episode of The Sauce with Yossi. So we have conversations with your faves, my faves, or my guys, basically chopping up every and any, conversational topic. So this episode, we have Mr. Rich and Famous. I wanted to say Mr. Rich and Famous.
Oh, she got the sauce.
It's great to see, how much you've achieved, as an R&B artist.
I mean, I'm grateful to you too, because you've been one of the people who have actually supported me from my day zero till tomorrow.
Wait, you have been. I know.
My story won't be complete without.
I know, but wait, it's consistently, recognizing great music and putting support behind it. Especially when there was a time, towards the early part of your career, when a lot of people just said you were only just good for covers.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel, though?
It's alright.
Yeah.
But when the music comes, it will come out.
Yeah.
I remember back in those days, when I had gigs, I was always performing, I was doing
John Legend
or Rihanna
yeah.
song, But it was so good because I was happy for one thing, because people never really knew, especially that song Stay, Rihanna. People never knew it in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Until I did the cover and they're like, yo, what song is this?
Stay.
Rihanna. Rihanna did this song. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm that good.
I know, hey, blow your trumpet, man. Blow your trumpet. So, leaving Extreme, was there any reason? Because it seemed like a partnership that was working. You and Extreme Music. Yeah, so why did that have to come to an end?
Every book has a beginning and has its end. And sometimes a new episode or a new chapter has been opened. So I felt it was that time. I was with Extreme for 10 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So great working relationship with Steve.
Yeah.
And all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And also Extreme had Simito as well.
Yeah,
a lot of people didn't even know about that.
Yeah, that's me. Even before me, we had etc. before.
Etc. Remember etc.
There was Overdose.
Yeah, a bunch of people. Yeah. Shouts to Uncle Steve, man. Yeah. Done quite a lot as regards, contributing his own cocktail to the growth of the Nigerian music industry. So, leaving Extreme, how was it easy that transitioning from a label that would take care of recording costs, video costs to, you having to be at the fore of, what's the word right now? Shouldering all this responsibility.
So the thing is, it wasn't much of a difference for me because I produce a lot of my music.
Okay. So it's not an Alora thing.
Yeah. So I produce a lot of my music. I mix a lot of my music. I'm a full-on musician.
Okay, cool. It's not like you don't want to pay, but you just like to do it.
If I tell you this, a lot of songs that I've done, many people don't know. First, they didn't know I produced it.
Okay.
Back in the day, let me start with Lost in You. I produced Lost in You, O'Shea. Now, moving forward, I did Me and You, featuring Sarkodie. I did Folashade. I've done a lot of songs that I can't even...
Especially Folashade, because Give Them Heartbreak. So, were you crying? Ma put this snare.
Funny enough, snare even there, bro. I was like, come on, man.
No snare.
The gas stick.
So it's great. So, but so far so good. The journey to, for you as an independent artist, how great has it been?
It's been good. It's been good because I remember started and being independent. I won an award.
Okay.
That's a good
I think you got a day named after you in the States.
Yeah, that was in 2017, February 6th.
Okay, what day? What day is that?
Presidential Day.
And that's where?
In Minnesota.
Okay, cool. It's a common passport.
Yankee.
I used to get visa hey guys.
It won't
have a day.
It won't be getting a visa.
It's you nice.
There are some things they will see that
grabbing up natives.
This guy.
Okay. So presently, with the way the Nigerian music industry is right now, Afrobeats to the world, finally the music has a rallying identity and everything. Do you think that we are shooting ourselves in the foot because any artist is coming out of Nigeria right now, they ask, okay, what kind of genre do you do? And it's Afrobeats. Yeah. So do you think is it a gift or a curse?
It's both.
Okay.
It's both. it's a blessing, but if we don't know what to do with it, it'll become a curse.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we should know what to do with it.
Yeah, we have to.
Adjust.
And we have to own it, and we have to make it more than just a wave.
Okay.
I mean, see reggae, when reggae
Crossed over.
yeah, like at first to them it was a vibe.
Then it became a staple.
It became a genre of music. So like we need to push for that, and I mean it's a great thing to see more Africans in the recording academy, you know, and I believe would be able to speak for and advocate for the genre of afrobeats, you know. So yeah.
Well, that's great. And also, do you think that we're not falling into the trap of America or the West consistently experimenting with different genres of music? Because when I was growing up, that's when they had the Shaggies, that's when they had the Elephant Man, and that's when they had the Wayne Wonders, you know, and everything, and the Sean Paul. And after they messed with all those genres of music, they would traditionally return to their pop and R&B and all of that. So does it seem like, you know, the constant romance between the West and Nigeria in terms of music, do you think is a phase, or do you think is something that would last longer than what we're seeing right now?
I mean, right now with the way it's going, I don't think it's a phase. I mean, shout out to Wiz, shout out to Bonner, shout out to David. I mean, everyone's doing great, and I mean they've done so much that you're like the feats they've accomplished. You're like you can't just come and just tell us.
I know.
you know, like
I know. I'm talking about Burner too. You have the song in Kitchen and Burner.
Yeah, 69.
Absolutely love it. Love that jam. Love it, man.
Thanks.
Yeah. So looking forward to seeing whether you guys will get to just actually just do something, you know, pretty soon. So you sang the song "Rich and Famous."
Yeah. Well.
So was there a backstory to that song?
So yeah, I mean, basically,
Everybody wants to be rich.
Yeah, like for me, like I wanted to do. So I'm not really big on
being rich.
I want to be rich, bro. So like, you know how people just want to do music to be famous. So like you're like, I just want people to know that you're like,
I'm the one. Yeah.
So I just wanted people to know my music, you know. So basically, make the money, be famous. But for me, being famous was knowing the music. The music should be consumed. People loving the music, and I mean when I recorded that song, I mean almost Sapa was heavy, bro.
I know. I just poured that out into the record.
Recorded it. Shout out to Omolara.
Okay.
She wrote the song.
Okay.
And Cobams produced the song.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
And so I mean, I sang that song. I sang it with my heart because you're like I could connect with what the song is saying, right?
I know.
And for me, I think it was a prayer because I mean, God answered the prayer because you're like
so
after the song, my life changed, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
beds are fuller.
I'm trying to be like you, bro.
So basically, as an artist, do you think navigating the dating scene in Lagos, do you think it's harder for people who are famous, like you are?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, the dating. Actually, funny enough, I was talking myself and my friend were talking about the dating scene in Lagos. It's a madness. It's a madness. Like it's crazy. You know, you're like it's. You know. I mean, you good now, bro. You good now, bro.
Yeah, but I understand.
I mean,
you
know, like it's crazy because literally everyone's fucking each other.
Okay.
Like you know this.
I know. As long as they're using condoms, it's all good.
Bro, man, like it's crazy.
It's like, bro, man. Did you go? It's like he went to his guy's house and found a baby. I was like, no, man.
No, see, it's crazy because to be honest, there was this girl I was like, you know, like.
Okay.
But for me, with my experiences, I still don't want to give 100, but I show you so much for you to know that.
Okay, yes, yeah.
And you're like, next thing, I know this other guy. I know how he moves.
Yeah.
And you're like, get into the club and she's there. And you're like, you just know some scenarios where you know you can't, no, like, she couldn't there's nothing she could do. You know, but I just know, no, I know you're fucking though. Because at first he didn't know
That you guys had.
that we were that close.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, she junior school. I was like, oh yeah. She's school people, like she's a school. So, okay, I like her, man. Oh yeah. I didn't ask for that info.
Yeah,
but it just came to me. I was like, okay, mad.
Yeah, I know, but do are you opening yourself up for the possibilities of?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yo, bro, like. Yo, man, sometimes it gets lonely, bro.
I know.
Real talk.
Yeah. you're there at night and you're just like,
So for me, it's not even about like
just sex.
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to just go
have
out.
somebody to talk to.
Just go out, like dates, go bowling, just do stuff basically.
Yeah, do bougie shit, like go bowling. Yeah.
Who bougie past you? But it's the truth. Like there are some things you just want to just do with someone.
Yeah.
Who, you know.
Like bowling.
You know, like
I don't see you as a cuddle character.
I don't know, I'm a cuddle guy.
Oh really? This is why they say light skinned niggas.
I ain't light skinned, bro.
You're lighter than I am anyway. But it's all good. So 2022 is almost over. You know, you've dropped a fantastic body of work, Reckless. What was the concept behind that album cover? I think I had a conversation with you and I was like, okay, you took us back to when artists would make music and from how the music was arranged or A&R. You understand where the music is going to or where the artist, where his head is at. You understand, even from the album cover. I remember one of the first albums I bought was Jaro's Rule 336. And had the bandana and everything. And then with Pain is Love and on all of that. And with the kind of pictures that they took, was telling the entire story of the album. So we saw you all jumped up and everything. I don't know whether that was a wrapper or like a skirt you were wearing or something. So what was the idea behind the album? So that album cover?
It was basically me. For those who don't know what the cover looks like, it was me in a godlike manner, basically. Let's just say for those who are like in a wrapper, all wrapped and levitating. So for me, it was the idea behind that cover was owning who I was.
Okay.
New energy and basically just doing what I love. The album is called Reckless. Like I was elevated and shout, like literally screaming. So basically it's just me saying, like I'm owning my shit. Like I'm God on this shit. I own small God shop. Before they say this one on the Kanye they go. Like I'm God on my own shit. Like I do my shit. I love what I do, and this is me doing me. This is whether you love it or not.
That's you doing it, right?
I'm in my own world right now.
So it was a brilliant body of work, per se. Also, do you feel some a certain type of way when you see other artists that you are more? Because there are ways to benchmark yourself, especially if you're creative. And you see other artists other than yourself that you think that you're more talented than, or you make better music than, being more successful at it than you. Does it make you just lose hope in, just making music or something?
No. Well, so success is relative.
So based on what metric you use to judge yourself, right?
I mean, sometimes people feel like, you don't, I mean, they feel like you're making bread, our music is not about lifestyle, it's not about bragging, it's not about saying or showcasing what we're being paid or we splurging our cash on diamonds and stuff. So sometimes people feel like, this one. So maybe they have maybe a show in a hotel and maybe your face is not there. They feel like, you're not doing, Meanwhile, we're actually doing our gigs. We do private gigs. Probably be paid like some good bread. But I mean, you can't post it because it's a private gig. When it comes to other things have changed. The charts have changed. The charts can be bought. We all know that.
Sure.
I mean, I started at an era where my album dropped, Rich and Famous album dropped, and D'Angelo dropped his album, and my album was, at first when he dropped his album was number 1, my album was number 3 on the world R&B chart. My album made it to number 1 organically. So like when it comes to the charts now don't faze me because it's manipulated right now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, people believe if your song is not on the chart, top 100, Naija top 100, if it's not even top 10, they feel like you haven't dropped a single. You know, like I was having a conversation with someone, I was asking them, because every day I try to do researches, I just try to just know more things, how people get their music, where they get their music from, what's the medium they go for. You know, so I was like, so where'd you get do you listen to top 100 or something? So I just want to know how to approach my music next time. But I mean, like I said, unfortunately, it's different from when I started. You know, I don't feel bad. I'm always happy because I feel like everyone has always had a dream as a musician. You know, same way people who were before me were there cleaning the charts, and I was like, man, one day, bro.
Yeah, you get there. You just
so like everybody has a time. You know, and I mean, one thing I'm grateful for is the longevity. You're like, I mean, I will still drag with the new cats coming. Like when it comes to me, I'll still drag it with them. You know, so not everyone can boast of longevity. You know, so I mean that's it for me. I'm very content. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's all of that does encapsulate the kind of person that you are, because I think people's realities and people's character, seeps into their music too as well. So how they are in real life, you see sprinkles and a dash of them, the way they talk, the way they carry themselves, and also if you're creative in the kind of arts that you make. So you dropped Reckless. Are we going to see any other body of work anytime soon? Or are we going to see you in movies or something? I think that's an aspect of your life. You play really good Tony Umez or Jimmy.
I've gotten a couple of offers, but I think they came at the wrong time.
Okay.
We had a lot of gigs at the time, so I couldn't take on those movies. But I mean, yes, it's very, very possible, very, very doable.
Okay, great. So, so in 2023, are we going to see you, put out another body of work, or we're going to just be keeping our fingers crossed for this Grammy nomination?
So I mean, well, I'm keeping my fingers crossed for a nomination, whether it comes or not. I mean, I'm already gassed because you're like getting in there already, and the body of work being recognized is major for me. Like, I mean, I'm not on no major label. Like, I'm running my own stuff. But it's good to see that good music, even without the hype, is being recognized. So for 2023, I'm already working on a deluxe version for Reckless.
Okay.
Yeah, probably add maybe 4 more tracks.
Okay.
Yeah, and just
see how the year goes, right?
See how the year goes.
Okay, cool.
Probably tour, and I'll be doing. Well, I'm not allowed to say, but I mean, I'll be on something really. I mean, I'll be on Your Faces almost every day.
Okay.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So when he says faces, it's not like, it'll be like maybe on our TV screens or something.
Yeah, I'll be.
It's just that. So like
nasty.
Always. So it's always a pleasure, just chatting with you every time. So we're about to play a game. It's called Truth or Sauce, right? So
Truth or Sauce.
Yeah, Truth or Sauce. So I'll ask you 5 quick fire questions.
Yeah.
And if it's true, you say true. If it's sauce, if it's what's the word? If it's not true, you say sauce. Or if you don't want to answer, you say sauce.
Yeah.
You understand? So then once you say sauce, you drink. So can we have the bottle, please? Good. Praiz did. So, question number 1. I sound like Frank Adore right now. For 20K. So, have you ever sent nudes before?
True.
Wow. Have you ever paid for sex?
No.
That's sauce, right?
Oh my god.
But funny things that nobody has come on this show and had answered sauce to all 5 questions. That's great. Yeah, no, nobody. Yeah, sure.
Tell me I'm not joking.
I know. So, have you ever received nudes before?
Wow, bro.
I was, bro. I don't.
What?
I swear. I'm in the trenches, man. I'm starving, bro.
Wait, are you supposed to drink this water? However, yeah.
Yeah, true. Okay, cool. I ever had a one night stand? A 1 day stand? If you didn't meet the person at night.
Yeah.
Okay, true.
I mean, it wasn't supposed to be, but I mean, it did.
Yeah, it's what it is. Yeah, sure. So have you ever hooked up with a fan?
Hooked up with a fan?
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
So I don't, not because, I would say not really because I don't just have sex.
Okay.
Sex
has you.
Like, I don't just talk.
Yeah.
I like to know the person.
Okay.
So yeah, like, we have to be on a certain level of
So
friendship.
the same kind of guy that you pick up, you go to you pick up like a prostitute and be like, oh, so what do you do?
No. Wow, bro.
So you have deep conversation. So you be like, okay, so
no, not like
so I know I picked you up on a Della Hopewell, but I just want to find out what are your goals?
No.
Do you want to like do like a voice note for me on this my new album?
No.
So no, because I'm thinking that there's a whole lot to you than your fat ass.
No, come on, bro.
I'm just
so
saying.
one thing I'm proud of is that I have never taken advantage of my fans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean
that's the way you should be though.
Yeah. But
that's because of other people. Yeah.
So I would say no.
Okay, cool. Oh, nice. Okay then. So this has been a very.
I only drank once. Shame to my enemies behind the scenes.
I always say I was going to drink 5 times. So this has been a very exciting interview. So you can follow Praiz across all social media platforms. It's Praiz8, right?
Twitter Praiz8.
Yeah.
Instagram official Praiz.
Okay, cool.
Oh, she got the sauce.